So the other day I was told that the UK is currently in a mental health crisis, which makes sense. Pretty much everyone I know is crazy in one way or another. This country will make you crazy, but it's up to you to not just be a victim of that. You have to take the wheel and steer yourself away from being crazy, or at the very least, steer yourself to being good crazy and not bad crazy. You can let the chaos in the world destroy you, or you could have a laugh about it. Really, it's the only way to stay sane. You can still care about shit and be interested in it, but if you lose that ability to be able to have a laugh with it, that's when you enter a downward spiral. Politics is a good example. I have a decent interest in politics, but I have known so many people that become heavily invested in politics. They get angry about the fact things aren't going the way they want them to. They become jaded and end up having to take a 6-month break from interacting with any politics at all. This just demonstrates to me that if you can't take a step back and laugh about it, then you lose your rationality. If you're unreasonable and jaded, then you can't interact with politics in a productive way. You end up desiring outcomes out of exhaustion and spite, and you'll become okay with unprincipled actions to get there. I've seen it happen to a lot of people. I feel like the right are on this massively at the moment. When I've talked with right-wingers, often they've brought up sentiments like, "We've put up with the left for so long, and now we've had enough. We don't care anymore." I think it's a bad idea to be making decisions about your country when you're so done with everything, and now unable to contend faithfully in the discourse anymore. The only way to stay reasonable in this world is to laugh. That I am sure of. I'm not going to theorise as to why mental health has gotten so bad. Really, I don't know. I just know that it's happening. The state of the world may be worrying, but going crazy helps no one. I understand it's more difficult for people whose suffering comes from more personal situations, but a similar thing applies. You have to stay on your toes and not give in. Be able to step back, assess your own situation reasonably, and make whatever changes are necessary. To be reasonable about a situation, a lot of the time you have to untangle yourself from it, and earnest laughter is a sign that you have done just that. I feel at least half the people I know have some sort of mental illness or repression, or at least a little something going on with them. Even if it's just ADHD or like a mild form of autism. And I go outside, I'm not talking about some terminally online shit. I want about people I know in real life. To be honest though, a lot of people I meet who say they have autism, they seem totally normal to me. I ain't saying that they're lying or anything. I believe they were diagnosed, but maybe it's something like we're using old measurements to determine it. Growing up with more advanced technology and access to the internet, I think we have developed past how we used to be. The youth is more evolved than the older generations are. We are able to process more information than them. We are being diagnosed as autistic by what are senile primates compared to us. They tried to say I am autistic. I'm not autistic. I'm just in my own lane. If you are a trailblazer, an innovator, a worker, like Catman and his viewers, they will try to call you autistic. They will say there's something wrong. Really, they're diagnosing us with autism out of fear, because we are capable of complete societal overhaul. They're scared of the Catman message. They don't want us to save the world. They don't want Pitbull Island. Those men are agents of the demiurge. All I'm saying is when you meet someone who is proper autistic, you can tell straight away. And I feel like we're reaching a kind of absurd point where everyone is considered autistic. I have friends who refer to themselves as autistic when they have never been diagnosed, and it's like they have been gaslit into believing it. I will stand firm on the point that Catman is not autistic unless they can prove it to me. I want to see the evidence because I feel like I function normally, to be honest. I just don't understand what the label autistic even means anymore. And often it feels to me to just be an umbrella term for everyone who doesn't conform to the status quo. So literally, if you have original thoughts and want to live according to your own personal set of principles, that means you're autistic. I feel that the decisions I've made and the experiences I've had in life is what built to me being in my own lane. So it's kind of dumb to chuck all of that personal progression out of the window and just say it's because of autism that you don't want to be a drone in society. I understand that everyone is on the spectrum and that's not what this is about, and I'm not really bothered if people call me autistic. It's just kind of weird how things have developed. I'm not the only one who's noticed it. Enough about autism anyway. Listen, here at the Catman Show, we're all about empowerment. Don't allow yourself to be kept down by the world. Don't allow yourself to be kept down by other people. Don't allow yourself to be kept down by yourself. That's about all I gotta say. Subscribe to the Catman Show. Leave a like, leave a comment. Goodbye.